Welcome to the more 5-minute St. Louis real estate market update for November 2012. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the brokers at Moore, and if you'll give me 5 minutes of your time, I'll bring you up to date on what's happening in the St. Louis real estate market. Let's jump right in with the real estate stats for the St. Louis metropolitan area. On the screen here, you'll see our real-time market profile. And there's quite a few stats here. I'm just going to cover a couple of them. The current median home price of those homes on the market. Median is $183,420, down about $1,000 from last month. About 15,500 homes on the market, down about 400 homes from last month. And you'll see the new listings for this week down quite a bit, 812 homes versus about 1,100 last month. And you'll see absorbed 1,200, so about 50% more homes left the market than came into the market. Finally, our trademarked market action index here dropped a little bit from last month. It's down to 16 from a 17. Quick reminder on that, a 30 would be a balanced market, not favoring buyers or sellers. Above a 30 is a hot market favoring sellers. Below 30 is a cold market favoring buyers. And speaking of the market action index, here's my chart for that for the past 3 years or so. And you can see where it's been. And even though the market action index has been falling in the past few months from above 17, almost 18, down to about 16, you can see we're still in a lot better shape in terms of that than we were this time last year when it was down here in that 13 to 14 range, and certainly more than a couple of years ago. Here's that same chart, and with the market sliced into fourths by price range. The blue line here is the lowest 25% of the market. The black line's the highest, and so the market gets stronger as the prices get lower. So the lowest end of the price range is really what's carrying it right now. And you can see the higher prices. The most expensive homes are actually, that market's down to below a 12, so a pretty cold market. And in fact, back down to where it's been in the past. Okay, again, looking at the whole metro area, here is our median home prices. This shows the trend over the past year. The orange line is a 90-day average, so a little more of a smooth line in the trend. The black line is a 7-day average, and much quicker to show changes in the market. And we can see the home price trend is definitely on the downward slope here. Pretty much normal for the season, and but overall much better than where we were a year ago. And now we're going to zoom in these next few slides and focus on just the core St. Louis market. The 5 counties that make up the core market are the City of St. Louis, St. Louis County, St. Charles County, Franklin County, and Jefferson County. So these charts are for those markets combined. This first one here shows the number of sales and average sales price for this 5-county area. And you can see the blue columns are the number of sales, and you can see that that's been good. Here, October 2012 was quite a bit higher than October 2011. In fact, we had almost 2,600 sales in this year in October, and last year it was just shy of about 2,200 home sales. The green line's the average sales price, and that has done modestly better too, about 145,500 in October 2012, up from about 143,000 a year ago. However, down significantly from the last couple of months. We've seen 154, 163, 165 going back a couple of months. This one here, this chart is going to be a little more accurate on the pricing, as it's going to show the median home prices, which are median is less affected by some anomalies in the market, such as a couple of high or low prices. And we can see here the yellow line, which is the median sales price. We see what it's done over the past year. Overall, we're a little higher than we were a year ago. We have a median price of about $120,000 for October 2012 versus $115,000 a year ago. The red line shows the days on market, so the median time it's taking homes to sell, and that has dropped, which is good. For this year, October 2012, about 71 days, down from about 83 a year ago. And now this chart here is the one I call my Realtor Scorecard. This one shows the what percentage of the list price homes are selling for. And so this shows how good a job realtors are doing pricing the homes and how good they're using the tools and resources that are available to them, or if they have any available. This is one area that we really stand out in our firm. We have a ton of market data, tools and information available, more than anybody else in town, and we focus a lot on it, and our agents are trained. But anyway, back to this. So this top line, the yellow line, shows that homes are basically selling for about 96 to 97% of what they're listed for at the time of sale. But down here, though, the red line shows what they're selling for versus their original list price. So how well were they priced to come out to start with? We can see it was very, very poor a year ago, 90-91%. This has gotten better, high 93s, 94%. So getting a little better, but homes are still not being priced as accurately as they should. And this chart here now shows the inventory, how many months supply of we have on the market. We can see that's improving as well, where we have went from about a 9-month supply a year ago down to about a 7-month supply. So definitely an improvement there. Finally, a long-term look at the market. This is a 10-year look at the market. The blue line represents the median list prices, green line median sales prices. We can see the peak back in 06, dip down since. Now we can see of late this is leveling off, indicating that we've probably seen the bottom of the market, and in fact we appear to be rising a little bit. But the other thing we're seeing here, though, too, is a widening gap between list price and actual sales prices, which shows that sellers are probably still not being realistic, and realtors aren't doing a great job of educating the sellers. And so there you go. That's just a quick snapshot, a little piece of the data we have available here. This just shows me, my business partner John Williams, and our partner Nick Seapack. 23 of us. We've got over 30 years experience in the St. Louis real estate market. And we've got a wealth of tools and information available to you. Check out our podcast on iTunes. Check real estate, or search St. Louis Real Estate Market Update. You'll see our podcast. You can subscribe to our newsletter, get other information from our website at mo-re.com. Also, we have St. Louis's best real estate search site, stlouisrealestatesearch.com. I invite you to check that out. You can scan the QR code there for more resources. There's the legal disclaimer back to the QR code. And that is it for this month. So until next month, God bless you and take care.